God says, before you move any further, pause for a moment and breathe slowly. This is not a message of fear. It is a message of alignment. There are moments in life when something appears in front of you at exactly the right time, not by accident, not randomly, but because your heart was ready to receive it. You may not even realize how much you needed to hear these words today, but something inside you felt drawn here. That quiet pull is not pressure. It is awareness. It is readiness. And it is the beginning of a shift that is more internal than external. When it says this blessing will save your life, it does not mean dramatic danger or sudden disaster. It means something deeper. It means saving you from the version of yourself that keeps doubting your worth. It means saving you from repeating patterns that no longer serve your growth. It means saving you from emotional exhaustion, from overthinking, from carrying burdens that were never meant for you. Sometimes the greatest rescue is not physical, it is mental. Sometimes the greatest miracle is clarity. And clarity changes everything. You have been carrying silent pressure for longer than most people know. Responsibilities, expectations, unfinished goals, unspoken fears. You smile in front of others while processing storms internally. You show strength while privately asking for reassurance. That does not make you weak. It makes you human. And today's blessing is not about dramatic change overnight. It is about realignment. It is about reminding you that you are not alone in your growth. You are supported, even in moments where you feel misunderstood. Your angel, not allowing you to skip, is not about control. It is about connection. It is about the inner voice that nudges you when you are about to ignore something important. How many times have you felt that quiet instinct, telling you to slow down, rethink, or look closer? That instinct is wisdom forming inside you. This message is simply amplifying that wisdom. You are at a point in your life where awareness matters more than speed. Decisions made from clarity will protect your future more than decisions made from pressure. The blessing being spoken over you right now is perspective. You are beginning to see your life differently. Instead of focusing on what is missing, you are starting to recognize what is building. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you are beginning to ask, "What is this teaching me?" That shift alone can transform the direction of your path. A mind that learns grows. A heart that reflects heals. And a person who grows and heals becomes unstoppable in quiet, steady ways. There is also restoration happening within you. Not loud restoration. Not public validation. But internal rebuilding. Your confidence is returning slowly. Your self-respect is strengthening. Your boundaries are becoming clearer. You are no longer willing to shrink yourself to keep peace. You are no longer willing to ignore your intuition just to fit in. That is growth. That is the blessing. It is saving you from future regret by strengthening your present awareness. You may have felt stuck recently, unsure if progress was really happening. But growth does not always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels like subtle maturity. Like choosing calm instead of reaction. Like choosing silence instead of argument. Like choosing patience instead of panic. These quiet decisions are reshaping your life more than you realize. Every time you choose emotional stability over chaos, you protect your future self. This message is also reminding you of your value. You have underestimated how far you've come. You survived seasons that once felt unbearable. You adapted to changes you never expected. You learned lessons that reshaped your character. The person you are today is stronger, wiser, and more aware than the person you were before those storms. That strength is not accidental. It was built intentionally through experience. The blessing that saves your life is direction. It is the ability to pause before making choices that could derail your peace. It is the clarity to walk away from environments that drain you. It is the courage to pursue what truly aligns with you instead of what impresses others. Direction prevents destruction. Awareness prevents regret. Wisdom prevents repetition of old cycles. As you continue listening, notice how your breathing feels calmer. Notice how your thoughts are slowing down. This is what happens when truth resonates. You are not being warned of danger. You are being invited into maturity. You are not being pressured. You are being reminded. Reminded that your life has purpose. Reminded that your growth matters. Reminded that your peace is worth protecting. The next chapter of your life will not require you to become someone else. It will require you to become more of who you truly are. More honest. More focused. More grounded. The blessing is not about sudden wealth or instant miracles. It is about mental clarity, emotional stability, and spiritual alignment. And those three things together can transform everything around you. Stay present in this moment. Let these words settle. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are evolving. And this evolution is what protects you, guides you, and strengthens you for what comes next. The blessing is already working within you. All you need to do is remain aware, remain intentional, and continue walking forward with confidence. As you continue listening, something steady is forming inside you, something that feels less like emotion and more like understanding. You are beginning to realize that the blessing being spoken over your life is not about a single event, it is about a transformation in the way you see yourself and the way you move through the world. There were moments when you felt uncertain, when you questioned whether you were making the right choices, whether you were too late, whether you had missed opportunities that would never return. But growth does not operate on panic. Growth operates on preparation. And you have been in preparation longer than you realize. Every experience, every delay, every lesson has been shaping your perception so that when clarity arrives, you are mature enough to handle it. You may not have noticed how much stronger your mindset has become. Situations that once overwhelmed you no longer control you the same way. Conversations that once triggered insecurity now trigger reflection instead. This is evidence of internal development. You are not reacting the way you used to because you are not the same person you used to be. The blessing that saves your life is this awareness. It protects you from repeating patterns that drained your energy before. It helps you recognize what aligns with your values and what does not. It slows you down just enough to prevent impulsive decisions that could create long-term consequences. There is also a deeper shift happening in your sense of identity. You are no longer defining yourself by past failures or temporary setbacks. You are starting to see yourself as someone in progress rather than someone who is lacking. That mindset change is powerful. When you see yourself as evolving instead of incomplete, you approach challenges differently. Instead of thinking, "Why does this always happen to me?" you begin to think, "What is this teaching me?" That shift alone opens doors of emotional resilience. You stop feeling like a victim of circumstances and start feeling like a participant in your own development. Your angel not allowing you to skip this message represents your inner readiness. There are times in life when you are not prepared to hear certain truths. You may hear them, but they do not penetrate deeply. Right now, however, you are in a stage of heightened awareness. You are more receptive to growth. You are more open to examining your habits. You are more willing to adjust your direction. That openness is not weakness, it is maturity. The blessing is not forcing change upon you, it is guiding you toward conscious evolution. You may have noticed that your priorities are shifting. Things that once seemed urgent now seem temporary. Things that once felt optional now feel essential. Peace, stability, and self-respect are becoming more important than approval or quick results. This is not coincidence. It is the natural outcome of experience. Experience refines perspective. Perspective refines decisions. Decisions refine outcomes. The cycle is already working in your favor because you are becoming more intentional with your choices. There is also healing happening quietly beneath the surface. Old disappointments are losing their emotional charge. Old memories are becoming lessons instead of wounds. This does not mean you forget what happened, it means you are no longer defined by it. Healing does not erase history, it transforms its impact. You are reaching a point where your past no longer controls your present reactions. That is freedom. And that freedom is part of the blessing being described. You are also learning the value of boundaries. Not rigid walls that isolate you, but healthy limits that protect your peace. You are recognizing when to engage and when to step back. You are understanding that saying no can sometimes be more powerful than saying yes. This discernment prevents exhaustion. It preserves energy for what truly matters. And when your energy is focused rather than scattered, your progress accelerates naturally. Another important shift taking place is self-trust. You are beginning to listen to your intuition more carefully. That quiet voice inside you has always existed, but now you are honoring it. When something feels misaligned, you pay attention. When something feels aligned, you move toward it with confidence. This alignment reduces confusion. It reduces overthinking. It reduces regret. Self-trust is a stabilizing force. It allows you to move forward without constant second-guessing. The blessing that saves your life is clarity combined with discipline. Clarity shows you where to go. Discipline ensures you stay consistent. Without discipline, clarity fades. Without clarity, discipline loses direction. You are developing both simultaneously. You are becoming someone who not only understands what needs to change but is willing to make small consistent adjustments. These adjustments may not feel dramatic, but they are building a strong foundation for your future. You may also notice that your emotional reactions are becoming more measured. You pause before responding. You reflect before deciding. That pause is powerful. It creates space between stimulus and response. In that space, wisdom grows. Many mistakes in life happen in the absence of pause. By learning to pause, you are protecting yourself from unnecessary conflict and regret. This habit alone can change the trajectory of your relationships and career. As you continue forward, understand that this blessing is not about instant results. It is about sustainable growth. Sustainable growth may feel slower, but it lasts longer. It creates stability rather than temporary excitement. It builds confidence rather than dependence. It strengthens identity rather than inflating ego. You are entering a phase where depth matters more than speed. Your life is not being rescued from danger, it is being redirected toward alignment. You are not being warned of catastrophe, you are being guided toward maturity. The more you embrace this awareness, the more stable your path becomes. Stability does not mean life will be free of challenges. It means you will face those challenges with greater composure and perspective. Stay present. Stay reflective. Stay committed to your growth. The blessing is already active in your mindset, your habits, and your discernment. Every thoughtful decision you make strengthens it. Every boundary you set reinforces it. Every moment you choose clarity over confusion deepens it. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are evolving intentionally, and that intentional evolution is what protects, strengthens, and guides you into the next chapter of your life. As you move deeper into this understanding, you begin to notice that the real transformation is happening within your perception of time and patience. There was a season when you felt rushed, as if life was passing you by and everyone else was advancing faster. That comparison created anxiety, and that anxiety made you question your path. But now something is settling inside you. You are realizing that growth is not a race, it is a process of alignment. When you rush what is meant to mature naturally, you disturb its foundation. This blessing is teaching you how to trust timing instead of competing with it. You are learning that what is meant for you will not require panic, and what requires panic is usually misaligned. There is also a deeper emotional stabilization taking place. Situations that once caused extreme highs and lows are now being met with steadier reactions. You are not suppressing emotion, you are regulating it. Regulation is a sign of maturity. It means you are no longer controlled by temporary feelings. You can feel disappointment without collapsing. You can feel excitement without losing balance. That emotional steadiness is a protection in itself. It keeps you grounded when opportunities arise and composed when challenges appear. This blessing is strengthening your internal structure so that external circumstances cannot easily shake you. You are also becoming more selective with your energy. You are noticing where conversations drain you and where they empower you. You are recognizing patterns in relationships that either encourage growth or repeat unhealthy cycles. This awareness is not about judgment, it is about discernment. Discernment allows you to choose wisely without resentment. It helps you maintain compassion without sacrificing boundaries. As your discernment sharpens, your environment begins to reflect your standards. You attract situations that mirror your self-respect. Another powerful shift is happening in your mindset regarding responsibility. Instead of blaming circumstances, you are examining your role in outcomes. This is not self-criticism, it is self-empowerment. When you acknowledge your influence over your life, you regain control. You understand that while you cannot control everything, you can control your reactions, your discipline, and your consistency. That realization shifts you from passive waiting to active participation. The blessing becomes something you co-create through conscious effort. There is also a quiet rebuilding of confidence happening. It is not loud or boastful. It is subtle and steady. It shows up when you speak your truth calmly. It shows up when you make decisions without seeking excessive validation. It shows up when you pursue goals without announcing them to everyone. This kind of confidence is rooted in self-awareness, not approval. It does not fluctuate based on applause. It remains stable because it is grounded in internal validation. You are also developing resilience in a more sophisticated way. Resilience is not just about enduring hardship, it is about extracting wisdom from it. You are no longer simply surviving challenges, you are analyzing them. You ask yourself what patterns need adjustment, what habits need refinement, what perspectives need expansion. That reflective process converts pain into progress. It ensures that past experiences serve as teachers rather than burdens. Another important transformation involves your relationship with fear. Fear still appears, but it no longer dictates your direction. You recognize it as a signal, not a command. Sometimes fear highlights areas that require preparation. Other times it signals growth beyond your comfort zone. Instead of retreating automatically, you pause and evaluate. That pause prevents unnecessary avoidance and encourages calculated courage. Courage does not mean absence of fear, it means informed movement despite it. You are also refining your goals. What once felt urgent may no longer feel meaningful. You are shifting from chasing impressions to building substance. Substance lasts longer than appearances. It creates stability instead of temporary excitement. As your goals evolve, your actions align more precisely with your long-term vision. You are becoming strategic rather than reactive. Strategic thinking reduces wasted effort and increases focused progress. There is a growing awareness of gratitude within you as well. Not forced gratitude, but genuine appreciation for lessons learned and strength gained. You can look back at previous hardships and recognize how they shaped your perspective. That recognition fosters humility, without diminishing your ambition. It reminds you that growth often comes disguised as discomfort. Gratitude anchors you in the present moment and prevents constant dissatisfaction. You are also beginning to understand the importance of consistency over intensity. Intense bursts of effort can create temporary results, but consistent discipline builds lasting change. You are learning to value daily habits, small improvements, and steady routines. These routines might not appear dramatic, but they accumulate power over time. The blessing in your life is connected to these consistent actions. Each disciplined choice reinforces your stability. Your communication style is evolving too. You are expressing yourself more clearly and listening more attentively. Effective communication reduces misunderstandings and strengthens relationships. When you articulate your needs calmly and respectfully, you create space for mutual understanding. This shift protects your peace and strengthens your connections. You are also becoming more comfortable with solitude. Solitude no longer feels like isolation, it feels like reflection. In quiet moments, you gain clarity about your direction. You analyze your decisions and refine your goals. This reflective solitude strengthens your self-awareness. It allows you to reset without external noise. The blessing described is not a sudden event, it is a sustained elevation of mindset. It strengthens your perception, stabilizes your emotions, refines your decisions, and sharpens your discipline. You are building a version of yourself that can handle growth responsibly. That preparedness ensures that when opportunities arise, you are ready. Continue moving with intention. Continue refining your habits. Continue trusting your evolving perspective. The protection you seek is forming through your discipline, your awareness, and your maturity. You are not being pushed by fear, you are being guided by clarity. This stage of your life is about alignment, preparation, and sustainable progress. Each thoughtful choice reinforces the blessing already unfolding within you. As you continue forward, there is a deeper refinement happening in your character that you may not fully recognize yet. It is not dramatic, and it is not loud, but it is powerful. You are developing the ability to remain steady when circumstances fluctuate. In the past, sudden changes may have unsettled you, making you question your stability. Now, even when uncertainty appears, you are less shaken. That steadiness is not accidental, it is the result of lessons you have already absorbed. Every challenge you faced built a layer of resilience. Every setback strengthened your patience. What once felt like disruption is now becoming part of your preparation. There is also a strengthening of your inner discipline. You are beginning to understand that success, peace, and clarity are not accidents, they are cultivated through repeated effort. You are becoming more intentional with how you spend your time, how you manage your energy, and how you respond to distractions. This discipline is not restrictive, it is liberating. When you are disciplined, you reduce chaos. When you reduce chaos, your focus sharpens. With sharper focus, your progress becomes more direct and efficient. This is part of the blessing shaping your future stability. You may also notice that your tolerance for negativity is decreasing. Conversations that once felt normal may now feel draining. Situations that once seemed acceptable may now feel misaligned. This shift is not about arrogance. It is about growth. As your standards rise, your environment must adjust. Growth often requires separation from patterns that no longer serve you. This separation may feel uncomfortable at first, but it creates space for healthier connections and more productive experiences. Another transformation occurring within you is a deeper sense of accountability. You are no longer waiting for external validation to confirm your worth. You are evaluating your own actions and holding yourself responsible for improvement. This self-accountability is empowering. It allows you to take ownership of your direction without blaming circumstances. When you take ownership, you gain control. When you gain control, your confidence stabilizes. There is also a noticeable improvement in your decision-making process. You are thinking more strategically. Instead of acting impulsively, you are considering long-term consequences. This foresight protects you from avoidable mistakes. It ensures that your actions align with your broader vision. Strategic thinking requires patience, and patience requires maturity. The fact that you are practicing both indicates significant internal development. Your emotional intelligence is expanding as well. You are recognizing your triggers and understanding their roots. Instead of reacting immediately, you are pausing and analyzing. That pause gives you power. It allows you to respond with intention rather than impulse. Emotional intelligence strengthens relationships, enhances leadership qualities, and stabilizes your inner world. It is one of the most valuable forms of growth you can achieve. Another area of growth involves your adaptability. You are becoming more flexible without compromising your principles. Adaptability does not mean inconsistency. It means responsiveness. You are learning to adjust your strategies when necessary while remaining true to your values. This balance ensures progress even when circumstances shift unexpectedly. Adaptable individuals maintain momentum despite obstacles. You are also building a stronger relationship with delayed gratification. Instead of seeking immediate rewards, you are investing in long-term outcomes. This mindset protects you from short-sighted decisions. It encourages sustainable growth rather than temporary gains. Delayed gratification requires trust in your process. That trust is strengthening within you each day. Your sense of purpose is becoming clearer. You are identifying what genuinely matters and releasing what does not. This clarity simplifies your path. When your priorities are defined, distractions lose their influence. Clarity reduces confusion, and reduced confusion increases productivity. Purpose-driven action creates momentum that compounds over time. There is also an increasing awareness of balance in your life. You are recognizing the importance of rest, reflection, and recalibration. Constant activity without reflection leads to burnout. Balanced growth includes recovery. By valuing rest as much as effort, you maintain sustainability. Sustainable effort ensures consistent advancement rather than temporary exhaustion. You are also cultivating stronger self-respect. Self-respect influences how you allow others to treat you and how you treat yourself. It shapes your standards, your communication, and your boundaries. As your self-respect grows, your confidence stabilizes. Stable confidence is not dependent on external praise, it is rooted in internal validation. The blessing you are experiencing is not a sudden external event. It is a comprehensive internal upgrade. It strengthens your patience, sharpens your discipline, refines your judgment, enhances your emotional intelligence, and clarifies your purpose. These internal improvements create external results naturally. When your foundation is strong, opportunities align more easily. Continue moving forward with awareness. Continue refining your habits and strengthening your mindset. Every thoughtful adjustment you make contributes to long-term stability. The transformation underway is steady, sustainable, and meaningful. You are not rushing into change, you are evolving deliberately. That deliberate evolution is what protects your future and positions you for lasting progress. If this message resonated with you, don't just move on quietly. Take a second and type "I receive clarity" in the comments. Let that be your personal declaration. And if you want more messages that strengthen your mindset and help you grow internally, subscribe and stay connected. Your next level begins with awareness.